Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back, guys. We've got a few projects on the schedule for today. I think number one is going to be some lava production. We need to get up our lava generation. So I think we're going to put a pump down in the nether and have that pumped back up to the overworld. And I'll show you how we do that in a little bit. Next, I want to get some experience farming going on. So I think I'm going to turn those two skeleton spawners into a farm. And that will pretty much cover all the experience that we'll need for the beginning. And armor. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a hodgepodgey armor setup going on, and I would like to fix that. I need to protect my sweet behind. And I think lastly is we need to get some sort of flight going. So I don't know if it's going to be an angel ring, a jetpack, or whatnot, but we've got to get to flying. So let's get cracking. Alright, first up is the ender tank. And this is going to be how we connect everything from the nether up here to the overworld. Once we get everything pumped out, I'll pump it into this tank, and whatever color I assign one tank, if I assign it to the other, they'll be linked up. I think they're called like Ender Link, or they used to be called Ender Link. But no, it's just Ender Tank. Alright, I think I need a little blaze powder. Still haven't found any nether fortresses, so the only way that I've been getting the blaze powder is from the firefoxes. And those things are brutal. But with a fortune sword, they give you a fair amount of blaze powder. So let me slap a couple upgrades on this compactor, and it will probably speed things up. I think I'm a little beyond that. Once I find some blizz, so I need some blizz rods. Not to be confused with blaze rods. Alright, let's get some speed augments. Grab 2 of these puppies. Make one more redstone coil. Auxiliary. Alright, slap these on there. Bing, bang, boom. And now we're cooking. That's much faster. Okay. Now give me the ender tank. Oh, ender tank. There we go. Okay. And one more. I'm short on the... Always short on something. Got the string? Nope. Negative. Alright, leave that recipe in there. And I know I've got some more wool floating around here somewhere. At least I think I do. I know I should. You know, I have this handy dandy AE system in front of me, and yet I'm still going through arbitrary chests looking for things. Alright, I guess I gotta go smack a couple sheep. Go grab some wool. I'll be right back. Holy good sweet baby Jesus. Not in the house. Not in the house. Ah, I'm gonna have to go change my drawers. Alright. Now that I've changed my drawers and gathered some wool, I quickly crafted up these ender tanks. And I think we're good to go. Oh, now we just need a couple buckets, and well, actually, it doesn't quite do it yet. We still need the pump and the dynamo still. But let me craft up a couple buckets, because I'm gonna need the buckets to jumpstart the system. Because I'm gonna use I think the way it's gonna go, I think I can create a pretty small little, kind of like a little circuit to do all of this. Where I'll throw down the dynamo, throw a bucket of lava in the dynamo and get it running, and then put the pump next to it. And with the upgrades and the augments I can put on the dynamo, it should use like the coil in the dynamo to pump it directly into the or to pump it directly from the pump itself into the dynamo, and since I'll have the dynamo like directly up against it, it will then power the pump. So it'll be like one hand washing the other. It'll make more sense in a minute once I'm kind of doing it all in front of you. Alright, where do I get, I need a bucket of water to do all this. Run downstairs, let me grab that. Alright, see, when I put a bucket of lava in here, see if I put a bucket in one, it shows in the other. That's how I'm gonna get the lava from the nether back to the base. I'll have one tank in the nether, one tank at the base, and then the way that this mod pack works, I should be able to select like the chunk and then have it loaded, but I haven't had a whole lot of luck with that in the past, so we'll see. I may actually have to build like a physical chunk loader to keep it running when I'm not there. Alright, and we got the magmatic dynamo. Now these are the upgrades that I was talking about. They're augments. See, increase fuel efficiency, so that means I won't lose any any power from the saturation. Normally once it gets fully saturated, you'll have a little bit of power loss. Side accessibilities allows insertion and extraction through the coil. Yeah, that's what I need. That will coil ducting. Get a couple nuggets. Alright. And I need there we go. Excitation field limiter. Sounds fancy. Alright, now that we have this last piece, I think we have all the tools we need to run to the nether. Alright, it's nether time. Alright, we need to find a spot to post up shop. And this is like dangerous on a good day. I never feel confident running around here. Alright, let's work our way down and try not to fall in a hole. Because it seems like there's a giant ocean of lava right below us. Yeah, like that. Just like that. And oh, and like that. Oh, I'm gonna die. I already feel like I'm gonna die. This is a mistake. I got a pocket full of stuff, and I really don't want to have to spend the next like 45 minutes fishing my stuff out of the lava. Alright. Luckily, we haven't ran into any hostiles. Normally, there's like a gas trying to blow a hole in me as soon as I walk through the portal. With that being said, I don't think I have a flint and steel on me, so that would make getting home a little more difficult. Alright. I don't know. I don't think I have my... What boots do I have on right now? I think I got my bouncing boots on. I hope we do. Or I hope I do. We're about to find out. Alright. Leroy Jenkins. Oh, yep. Gummy bears. Gummy bears. Alright. Let's go down here a little bit. I want to be closer. I'm not sure how far this pump reads. And I think I want to get a little closer to the lava. I was going to call it a lake. I think it's an ocean. It's like Lake Michigan. And let's get a little buffer just in case something comes down here and smacks me in the butt. Alright. We've made some progress. Now, I think this thing's getting power. And I just don't... Is it pumping? I want to make sure that's just not the residual power from... Okay. Yep, we're pumping. We're pumping. We're cooking with Crisco. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, this is a sweet little circuit we got here. Nice little working pump and power setup. Now I just need to slap the ender tank on top, and then it should start pumping it to the house. Okay, wait for it. It's a little anticlimactic. I don't think this pump runs that fast. Alright, there we go. Alright. We've got lava, folks. Not too shabby. We're not really gonna use an abundance of this stuff anyway, so I just mainly need this to power my tinker's table. Alright, let's try and load these chunks. I've had terrible luck with this in the past. I need to create a team. Alright, let me back out of this. What do you got here? Okay, alright, claim them, and then shift click them, and alright, now we're chunk loaded. Alright, in theory, this should run even though I'm not here. In theory. I'm not too confident with this right now. I've tried this like 3 or 4 times in the past on different mod packs, and I've had no luck. So let's run back to the house and see what's up. Alright. It's looking... I think we're good. It filled that right up. Alright, that'll work. That will power our Tinker's table probably indefinitely. Worst case scenario, I might have to go move it into another chunk, because that pump will pump out that entire chunk that it's in, and I've got it like right on the corner. So all I've got to do is I wouldn't even have to move it, but like 1 block into another chunk, and then we would be good to go. Alright, next step, let's go build a mob farm. Alright, I think I made some of this stuff ahead of time. Like I've got those 4 spikes. I've got 2 more ender tanks. Alright, now I'll sink these 2 tanks up here, leave 1 here, and take 1 with me. And then we'll be good to go. Alright, so let's go build a mob farm. Alright, I've been down here digging for a little while, and I'm going to get all of this flattened out and dug down, and I'm going to put 1 block of water in each corner and flush all of the guys into the middle, and then we'll have a little collection chamber underneath. So let me go ahead and flatten all of this out and clean it up, and I will check back with you in a minute after I got everything squared away, and give you a little progress update. Alright, I've got one of the pools done, and almost got the other one dug out. I pretty much got it all dug out. I just gotta throw some water down in it real quick. Let me grab me a couple buckets. Oh, I kind of broke that prematurely. Let me jump up there. 1 bucket, 2 bucket. Alright. Yep, that'll work. And that'll work. Okay. Making sure. At first I was like, this is the same size as the other one, right? At first glance it looked like it was bigger. And I was like, I thought the left side was bigger than the right side. Okay. We're good. Had a senior moment. Okay. Alright, we're good. I like it. Alright, so all the monsters will get flushed down here. Looks like we've already got a couple down here waiting on us. Alright, let me kill these guys off and get the water collection going on down here. And then we should be about good to go. Should have a functioning farm. Alright, I've got all the water collection troughs going. So everything is placed. I just got to place a couple of signs to create this little water pocket for these guys to float up in. So I just can't remember if I need to have them standing in water or if just having their head in water will make them swim up. I can't remember. It's been a while. Like this, I gotta test it out. Oh. Well, if this guy wasn't so violent, I could use him as a guinea pig, but looks like I'm gonna have to kill him in order to be able to do this. Okay. So place 1 up there and 1 right here. I can't can't reach it. Gotta go up. Alright, jump. And I think I gotta place one more. Gotta place a sign. Wonder if there's a guy. I'd like to see if one walked in there. You'd figure there'd be enough spawning that they'd be floating up like crazy. Alright. Now that I got everything in place, they do seem to be floating up on their own accord, but not as quickly as I really thought this thing would be pumping them out, especially with two spawners side by side. I had higher hopes for this, but at the same time, I don't really need this thing to like put out a lot of XP or mob drops. So this should totally do for what I needed to do it for. And this is by no means a final product. Once I get better stuff at my fingertips, I will definitely update this farm. But this will do for now. Now on to the next project, Tinker's Construct. I need new armor. Alright, we're back here at the base, and I've gone ahead and made a lot of the plates, and was it like the plates of the trim, and I think I just gotta make the cores is what I need. This is the last of the armor plates. What I did is I went ahead and made I want cobalt plates and and cobalt trim for all the armor pieces. And then I'm going to use manulin as the core. I believe that's the way I did it. Or it's like vice versa, or the trim or the core. I don't know. I get occasional dyslexia. I just need to make an armor station. And this is this was added into Tinker's Construct not that long ago, or at least I found it not that long ago. And it used to just be tools, and it wasn't armor. So now with this addition to Tinker's, we're able to do armor much like we do with the tools. And in my opinion, that is huge and it's awesome. This is one of my favorite mod packs is Tinker's, just on the way that you craft and assemble everything. It's like it definitely feels like you're building it, you're crafting it, not just throwing in a couple pieces into a recipe and making it. Like coming out of that Tinker's forge, you're watching it like pour out, and you're like forging metal, like liquid from like you're forging it from something, and you're watching it happen. I don't know. It's much more aesthetically pleasing than just throwing like 3 diamonds and 2 sticks into a crafting table and voila, you get a pickaxe. And same thing, like, oh, you throw in like four diamonds and you get boots. It's like, no, this is, you got to craft the trim, the plate, and the core, and then combine them all in the forge, and then you get your piece. And you don't throw these in. You can't enchant these through an enchanting table or an anvil, at least not that I'm aware of. You have to do this through this forge table right here. You throw your armor into the forge with, like, if you want speed, you throw redstone in there and you'll increase your movement speed. Like right here, I want to increase my durability, so I'm adding reinforcement plates. If I put 5 reinforcement plates on one piece of armor, it will render it unbreakable. It will no longer take damage. However, I only have 3 modifiers open per armor piece right now, so I can only apply 3 plates. So they're not going to be unbreakable, but they're definitely going to endure much more durability. Now that I have armor to protect my sweet, delicate behind, I think it's time to learn how to fly, because that will make my life much, much easier. Okay, step 1 of learning how to fly is grid power. In order to be able to fly, to power our flight, we need some cheap and reliable grid power. And it's for this little bad boy right here, the Ring of Flying Squid. Jet propulsion at your fingertips. Uses 16 GP. And GP is grid power. So I went ahead and chunk loaded the area, so in hopes that when I get out of the area, that I don't fall out of the sky like a stone because I'm no longer receiving my grid power. I've had that happen in the past. Alright, I haven't used the squid ring before, but as you can see, there's that little blue bar right there. And when you run out of propulsion, you fall like a stone. Also not good. So there's definitely some to be desired about this. So we're going to have to go test this out. Like, A, can we get away from the base, and how far can we fly? So let's do some testing. Alright, let's do a little testing. And what better place to do that than in the nether, where everything's for keeps. It's all permanent. If you die, it's in the lava. Well, we got graves, so nothing's too permanent, but it's definitely harder. Alright, everything does seem to be okay. Like, I've still got propulsion. See? Yep. Little spurts. Let's see where we go. See, we definitely can't cover too great of a distance. And I'm just worried that, like, any moment the overworld is going to unload and then that's it. Okay. Shortly after I said that, the overworld unloaded and I fell into that pool of lava, but I wasn't recording, so you guys won't get to see that. But needless to say, we need to find another alternative for our flight. So, because that's not going to cut it. This is not going to cut it at all. So I think what we're going to do is go the jetpack. Because I've used jetpacks in the past, and you don't have to keep any area loaded or running or anything. You just have to make sure there's power in it. And there's a little display at the top left-hand corner of your screen that constantly tells you how much juice you got left in it. So I think this is definitely the way to go. They're a little kind of hard to craft in the beginning. That's why I was dragging my feet. But since we've got this AE system like partially set up, we don't have any auto crafting implemented yet, but it'll definitely make crafting this jetpack a little easier. So let's see how high of a tier we can go. Leadstone jetpacks aren't too good. You don't get too far. They're not fast by any means. And like, it's pretty much just good to go up, because you don't hover, you fall out of the sky like a stone. That's the angel ring I really liked, because it's like, as soon as you get the angel ring, it's like, bam, it's creative flight. You double tap the space bar and you hover, like bang, you don't fall at all. These jetpacks have like a leakage. You'll go up in the air and then it's like you slowly fall down. Well, and the cheaper the jetpack, the quicker you fall out of the sky, and like the lower the tier. So leadstones are not desirable by any means. But I think I'll be able to get up to a hardened, or what's the one above hardened? Let's get this in there. Leadstone, that's it. Get some lead boots. That sounds sketchy. You want some lead boots, kids? Go for lead paint chips. Alright, N-bar. I've got the induction smelter. What is that? Nickel and iron makes N-bar. Alright. Okay, we are up to, is this hardened, reinforced? Reinforced. Okay. So we definitely won't be able to go to the Enderium, because after the Enderium one, I think there's like that fancy looking jetpack, and that's creative flight. That thing cruises. Yeah, that thing actually goes faster than the game really likes. I've had the game crash a couple times because you fly so fast. Alright. We've got a reinforced jetpack, 6 million RF buffer. I think that will keep us in the air for a little bit. Let's throw some reinforcement plates and let's get rid of the particles. having the particles out of the back when you're flying around, it's very distracting, and it kind of bothers me. My ADD/OCD can't handle all them particles flying in my face. So I'm get rid of the particles, and let's get some reinforced armor plating to help protect my delicate behind. Couple. We got the copper. We get 10 copper or bronze and 10 invar. And then slap this and the induction smelter together. And got bronze plates. Bronze plates with some. And now we've got invar armor plating. Slap that bad boy on our jetpack. Oh, throw some. Do we need the particles on first? I can't remember if you put the particles on first. If it matters. I don't want to not be able to put the particles on. But at the same time, I want to make sure I can put the armor on. Alright, we got it. Alright, now we just need to charge it. And that's going to take a little bit. Let me upgrade my flux capacitor. So I want to make sure I can fly as far as possible, or as long as possible. And let's throw this up in the energetic infuser too. Alright, let's check the controls on the jetpack. Shift H should now allow me to hover. Yep, I've got hover mode enabled. Alright, yeah, this is nice. And you cruise too. It's got a nice little speed. Jetpack fuel 100%. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Woo! We got so much more room for activities. Look at this. Yeah. Now that is what I'm talking about. Look at that jetpack. Ain't she pretty? Oh, she's so pretty. Alright. I think I've got time for one more little quick project. While I was crafting this, I noticed that I had enough material to make another array, the lunar array. So let's go slap that bad boy in. Alrighty. Now we're up here with the solar array. Clearly it's at night, so it's not working. And this is half the reason I wanted to make the lunar array. And that's the bad boy right there. Now look at that. 115 KRF. So that's putting out more than double what the solar one is. Granted, it only work at night, but that's pretty big. That's a pretty big deal. And it's the same size. So now we will gather more power at night than we will during the day. So that'll definitely help shore up the power gap that we had, that we were running on just strictly batteries. Nice. I like it. Alright. I think that's going to do it for me today. We crushed it today. We got, we got Lava Gen, Mob Farm, Tinker's Armor, got a working jetpack, a failed squid ring, and a lunar solar cell. So we nailed it. Nailed it. Alright. Well, I think that pretty much does it. So I will see you guys next time.